Hi everyone, I'm Woodbridge and welcome to Witcher's Review Corner. Today I have a review for My Little Pony: A Maretime Bay Adventure. I play this on the PS5, but it is also available on Steam and other consoles. I know not a lot of people want to make it public that they like My Little Pony, but I really like My Little Pony. Specifically Generation 4, where my favorite pony is Fluttershy. I don't really think I'll ever be able to let go of G4, but I did give the G5 movie a go, totally not a day before I played this, and I really liked it. It was a cute, fun movie. I like the characters, it handles its themes pretty well, and it's in the perfect spot between being great for kids and older fans. Oh, and Izzy is my favorite. Tell your tale and make your mark though? My Little Pony: A Maretime Bay Adventure follows the new main 5 sometime after the movie, and what I suspect is after the first Make Your Mark episode. As the title suggests, today is Maretime Bay Day, but the main difference of this year's is that Earth Ponies will be celebrating it with unicorns and Pegasi. Yay! Everyone has their store booths open, though they can only trade rather than sell their goods. Activities are set up for everyone to try the hoof at, which more or less are handled by some of the main 5, and magic is as strong as it was back during the main 6 days. Well, okay, that last part is a bit of a lie. It turns out that some pony isn't too happy about every pony getting along and has set out to ruin Maretime Bay Day, messing with the activities so no pony will be able to do them and ruining paintings or arguments will arise again. If you want the magic to not switch off, you need to find out who is doing this. This game is pretty low stakes. Well, I guess the threat of magic turning off is some sort of a threat, but that's really about it. After you grab your bag from the naughty bunny that stole it, you'll basically be doing favors for the other ponies as well as their chores that they don't want to do, even though it's their job. They'll ask for you to do something like putting bunnies back over to them or grabbing something for them like a smoothie or paint before you either get an item you need to progress or able to progress. With the main way you'll be progressing is completing the minigames and fixing the poster someone drew on with paint. I really do wish this was more than a fetch quest game. It's on brand having you help others, but it's not enough for the price this game is asking for. You do get to talk to the other main 5 throughout the game though. Sadly, most of the voice actors from the movie didn't carry it over. Some did do a good job, but some didn't. Izzy is the one you'll probably notice the most. I do like the interactions between everyone though, even though a certain pony stole my skates. I found the controls pretty okay, and it admittedly grew on me the longer I played, which makes me wish we got a better, longer game. It takes a bit to get used to, but I never really had any moments where it stood out as annoying. You also get skates around halfway through the game, letting you travel faster, but not being as precise as you would just being on your hoofs. Honestly, I mainly traveled on skates once I got them, and the only time I mainly traveled on skates once I got them, and the only time it made things difficult was trying to skate over logs and jumping on short platforms, which is only in like one place. There are only a couple of minigames here that you'll play. There's the herding minigame, which will have you herd bunnies to the score post, but they have the tendency to escape from you and jump into holes. And later you'll have crabs, which follow you but will stay if they go over mud. This is an easy minigame, but it's the hardest out of them all. Bunny and crab hunting was the only one I didn't hit the score goals for. Then there's the dancing with a minigame where you'll basically hit the buttons that it asks for once it's over the beat circle. And then lastly, 2 on-rails running/flying ones, with one having you fly through hoops and avoiding hot air balloons and the other chasing the culprit down. Strangely enough though, the obstacle course, or well, that's what I'm going to call it, that you have to do to go on Zip's Flying on Rails minigame isn't included. You can play the minigames through the main menu once you play them in the main story. However, the only change is that you can switch the character you're playing and can play with another person. This was pretty disappointing as I was expecting at least a couple more levels, like at the obstacle courses, and especially different songs for dancing with a minigame. I'm really surprised that they either didn't or couldn't put the songs in from the movie. Oftentimes, I also felt the minigames went on a tad too long, specifically the on-rails flying one and the dancing rhythm game. This is probably because there isn't any change to them, unlike, say, the hooding minigame, where it gets a bit harder each time you finish a level. One of the minigames also has a weird segue to them. Pip is in charge of the dancing rhythm minigame, and she asks for you to find and bring back the dancer that hasn't arrived yet. Well, fetching some items later, the dancer doesn't end up going back so she can talk to her crush Hitch, which I don't think she did, and going back to Pip will have her just enlist you, which all I have to ask is, why not just have Sunny fill in for the dance in the first place? Other than that, there are stars or magic bits that are scattered around each area that you can collect. Most of them are in the overworld, where you have to collect and use your earth pony magic to instantly grow sunflowers to bounce on, but some will be given through the unicycling buildings, basically decorating them, with Sunny's alicorn magic and getting all the score rewards in the minigame. Collecting the magic bits will unlock some clothing items that you can have Sunny wear, and some of them are based on story completion, while you complete the main story. Now it's time for the verdict. A Maretime Bay Adventure is an okay game. It was fun playing through it and having everyone interact with each other again, as well as having Sprout here, considering he's really forgotten and tell your tale and make your mark, at least when I watched it. Even though the game was pretty low stakes, and really is just you doing everyone's job and chores for them. I can also bet the kids that love the G5 movie will also like this game as well. However, I do not recommend getting this for the full $40 price. At most, $15, maybe $20, but not $40. It took me less than 2 hours for me to 100% complete this game, and there just isn't enough to justify the price, especially considering the only thing that is added to the minigames is being able to play as a different pony. I definitely wait for a deep discount or maybe a price decrease, or just rent it like I did. Though, this game does make me sad that we never got an official G4 game considering how popular it was, and still is. I do think there's potential in a My Little Pony game, especially since there is a lot of lore you can work with, but I guess the only hope is in fan games. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my review. You can check out more reviews on my website, which is reviewcorner.com, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see any of my future content. I hope you have a good day. Bye!